to tell her I'm here. I'm here. I think she know that I'm here. I'm here. But if she don't, go and tell her I'm here. I'm here. Laps. We start young, we grow old. Them the lights cut the mic by the middle of the night, and these lights in my soul. Cause as long as the light shine bright, I'll stay young, won't get old. In my soul, as long as the light shine bright, as long as the night goes right.
Oh, for sure, man.
So, why don't you tell the people who you are, what you do?
My name's Raquel Reed. I am a licensed social worker and therapist.
You know, I brought you here to ask a very serious question. And the question is insanity the new sanity?
Oh, man. Is insanity the new sanity? Well, kind of, sort of.
I look around and I'm thinking about all of the people who connect to mental illness.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And now you hear words very often, and you can hear the majority of people that you come in contact with relating on some level.
Relating to insanity?
Yes,
Okay.
relating to mental illness,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
On some level, on any level. You know, some is just anxiety, and it goes up from there, right?
Absolutely.
So, you know, when people start talking insanity, they're talking mental illness, right? I wouldn't say that everybody who deals with mental illness is insane,
No.
but, you know, that's the conversation. So often I ask myself, now that this is a norm, like the majority of people
are
dealing with it.
Absolutely.
Right? If we base sanity or insanity and off of what happens outside of the majority, now that it's the majority, what does that mean?
Right. Absolutely. It's the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what does that mean for us in the future?
I mean, ultimately, I think what that means for us is we gotta take care of our mental health. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have conversations like this, where it's open dialogue, and we can talk about, well, what does this even mean? Like in the U.S. alone, I think like half the population is struggling with either depression or anxiety or both. You understand? Especially if you live in New York City, where everything is high pace, high volume all the time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, but people think like, oh damn, I'm the only one that feels like this, you know, or like I'm the only one that's experiencing all of this. But really, like if you talk about it, it's like, yo, I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is the new norm. But is it insanity? You know, like is it just you know, just how we're making society now? You know what I'm saying?
That's another lane I was about to take. Right. So, you know, because so many people can relate, and because it has become somewhat of a norm, how do we affect change so that people feel like it's not okay to stay in that space?
Right.
You know, you get comfortable in a space when you feel like everybody, this is just how it is. You get comfortable in that space. How do we change that aspect of it? How do we make people not comfortable and make them feel like they need to do better, be better, get better?
Right. So number one, when you normalize it and say, okay, you know, you're not the only one that's struggling with this. A lot of people struggling with this. You know, then that's A. B, you know, listening to yourself. You know, like listening to yourself and saying, okay, like I'm not really feeling like myself today. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm feeling a little down, or like I'm consistently anxious about stuff all the time and I can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? So when you're feeling like that, it's like, okay, talk to somebody else about it. See if, you know, that's the norm. You know, like, is this okay for me to be feeling like that? And then you talk to enough people, you're gonna realize like, nah, this maybe you shouldn't be feeling like that all the time.
Or they may feel like it is normal.
They may feel
talk
like
to
it is
people
normal.
and they like, I go through that too.
Oh, that's nothing.
Or I go through that
True.
too. I go through that too. So it kind of gives it that normal feel.
True.
I'm trying. Go ahead.
And then me as a professional, I'm definitely gonna say, you know, you want to consult a licensed mental health clinician, psychologist, psychiatrist, a therapist, whatever, just to make sure that you're getting a different set of eyes on the issue. And those are licensed, trained people, and they can tell you whether or not, okay, this is within normal range. Okay, like maybe you need to talk about these things a little bit more to a professional.
I like that. So the reason I brought you here is because first off, our people have a hard time with admitting that they're traumatized.
Yes.
Our people have a hard time admitting that they have certain things wrong with them, especially mental illness, because in our culture, it's like calling yourself weak.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not the case, but that's what we're taught, right? So now, how do we get our people to like not be okay with the fact that they have mental illness, but be okay with getting help with whatever it is that they're dealing with, so that they can be better and show up differently in the world?
Yeah, it's number one is acceptance. You understand? And the more we have these conversations, is the more we can accept the fact that these things exist, widespread, and culturally, in communities of color, it exists at a exacerbated level. Especially in this country, you understand? But our ancestors have been taught to deal with all this pain and struggle and trauma and just get back up and keep it moving, with ever actually addressing what they've been through. So now we're at a state, I want to call it a state of emergency for our people.
I completely agree.
In regards to mental health, right? So if we can do things like this, where we're highlighting it and saying, listen, we acknowledge that it is a problem. It's not okay for you to go through traumatic experiences and not deal with it, not get the help that you need in order to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Because those things, they mark you for life.
See, I got I have a process of my own, spiritually. I deal on a very high level because some things my peers just can't help me with, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I feel like it's very important to get back to who you was before people, circumstances, and trauma, different things, took over. How do you feel about that?
That's important. If we think about those traumatic experiences and how they shape who we are as individuals, if you can think about who you were before those experiences, you'll realize you was a completely different person.
A lot of people don't even know who they was before.
Right.
I know when I did the work, when I started doing the work, I was very surprised at some of the things that I found. You know what I mean? Like I thought I was a certain person prior to the understanding that certain things came from trauma.
Yes.
Like I had family members that was like, hold on, you wasn't like that when you was a kid. This was what you was doing.
Right.
And I was like, dang, I had to look at it and say, damn, maybe that did come from things.
Yeah.
That's not my normal self.
Right.
And I didn't know that wasn't my normal self until I did the work.
Right. Absolutely.
Right. So, what kind of work do you think needs to collaborate with seeing, someone like you when dealing with mental health?
So, with me, with a lot of my clients, I usually like to go back to those formative experiences. Like I ask a lot of questions to pull out who were you as a child. You know what I'm saying? In your innocence, when you were 4 or 5 years old, what are some of the things you experienced? Some people, they overlook certain things, and they don't even, here's the other thing too, people don't even realize they've been through traumatic experiences. I see people get shot all the time, or I lost family members, they died, left and right. All of that is traumatizing.
Because that goes back to the first question, because it became a norm.
Yes.
And that shit is insane.
Yeah.
I remember growing up in Castle Hill, and then the first time I seen somebody get popped in broad daylight, brains all over the place.
Insane.
And I'm like, that shit was crazy to me.
Yeah.
And then I see people now that go through similar situations, and it's like, throw a shirt on, rest in peace. it pushing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's crazy that became normal.
Right.
It's not normal.
It's not normal.
But it has become normal.
It has
you know what I mean?
normal.
So it's really hard to connect what is okay and what is not okay. What is natural and what is not natural. A lot of people don't know what natural is.
Right. Absolutely. So I think also it's a matter of that lens. Everyone doesn't have that lens, right? If you have a lens of, this is my environment, this is my circumstances, all of my friends have these shared experiences. This is the norm. This is what life is. You understand? So when people come and sit in a therapy chair, they're often, I have to tell them a lot of the times, like, wow, you went through a lot. And they're like, come on, man, everybody goes through that. And I'm like, no, actually everyone doesn't. You understand? Like, everyone doesn't have those experiences. It's really traumatic, and we need to untap that.
I know for me, I knew that I've been through some things, some really heavy things. However, I did not feel it was crazy until it came to an all-time high. Like, I held all of these many moments and many situations. It just like piled up to a place where I had no choice but to deal with this shit. I was showing up differently in the world, and I ain't like it.
How were you showing up?
I was messy. I was violent.
That's usually how it shows up.
Yeah, angry. Just
and
angry. And I knew who I was. I knew my greatness, but I wasn't showing up in my greatness. So once you get to a place where you like, hold on, you know who you are, and you not showing up as you are, it becomes a problem to you. And a lot of people at this point don't know who they are, so it's not a problem. So how do we get them there?